Hello everyone. I figured I'd start out this channel by telling you a little bit why I have thought of starting it and what I plan to do with it. So a while ago, when me and my children were first diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, we were looking at how to best manage it. And one of the things that came up was exercises. Well, my children are teenagers. Apps are everything to them, and I found that they can be very helpful for me too. So I tried to find an app that would help us be able to know the exercises and the different things that we could do to have the best prognosis throughout life. The more I looked and the more I asked around, there was nothing out there. My children were referred to a physical therapist who luckily, which I know is very rare, but luckily had a very, very, very good understanding of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and how to help extend the prognosis and improve where they were at. I talked to him about it and he was very excited. He was on board with there needs to be an app out there for people with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome to understand exercises that they can do and how to do them appropriately. As we all know, there are so many PTs out there that don't understand the different needs that people with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome have. So we got talking about it, and it was decided that if I could figure out how to do it, he would provide the knowledge of different exercises, how to test to know what exercises to do, what was appropriate and inappropriate in doing the exercise, so that the most people out there possible could benefit from it. And he agreed to do that without any pay. So then it was just getting an app created that could then that we could then put out there for free for those who wanted, maybe have it ad-based so that we could keep updating it and everything else, but that it would be there. Well, as I started looking at trying to develop it, my Ehlers-Danlos was not working very well. I usually can learn things pretty quickly, and I just really struggled with this. I talked to some people, and I have some people in mind who may be really good at creating this if I could come up with the money to do so. I figured that the best way we could go about doing this would be to create this channel and utilize anything I can to be able to bring in some money that could then immediately go towards programming this app. At the same time, I talked to people in the Ehlers-Danlos community and asked what they would want. Many of them said that there was a demand for a app for exercise, but many of them also would like to have a way to track their symptoms, to track what they have tried, both supplement-wise, medication-wise, exercise-wise, numerous things, to be able to show their doctors what was going on with their bodies, a way to keep track of the Brighton scale. Because we all know, we've all had those doctors that insist on showing them over and over and over that yes, we do qualify as having EDS, rather than having to show them every single time, we could pull out the app, take the pictures just once, and show them. That way, we aren't continually contorting our bodies and making a worse prognosis for us down the road. As such, this is where I'm at. So I hope you all will join with me. Any input I can get, I'd love it. If you have suggestions on where I might be able to go to either get grants or something to build this, I would be more than willing to look into things like that. If you have suggestions of people who might be able to help, I'd love those. One benefit to this is if we can create it for Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, I have looked at it, and there are some other diseases that may be benefited by having something like this available to them, one of them being type 1 diabetes, to track everything they're going through. My husband has type 1 diabetes, and we've struggled with that. So if this were to become really financially successful, which I kind of doubt, but if I needed employees, the first place I'd be looking is in the Ehlers-Danlos community and among their family and friends, because I really believe there's a need for something out there to employ those of us who want to work, but maybe struggle because of different demands from Ehlers-Danlos. Thank you for your time. Bye.